5 years ago, this time of the year, my mother left us. She had been sick for quite some time, and although I was expecting this, the impact of the actual news hits very hard. I was even more disappointed that she had to go alone in a hospital without her family around her. It was during the COVID time and hospitals were not accepting family visits. I was first angry because, like all selfless moms, my ma had given her whole life to take care of me and my dad without caring for her own health. Also, she was quite feisty in her tiny and thin, tired body, and she would never listen to us to prioritize her health. Through the pain of the loss, I kept going to her empty bedroom, almost with a hope to see her there again. It was at that time I felt this aching pain that I had not really known her enough. I mean, what was her childhood like? Her dreams and aspirations? What were her expectations from life? And I realized that I did not know her as a woman. I knew her as a mother, somebody who is unconditionally loving and trusting, like no other human being. But what was she as a woman? I went over my childhood album, and there she was, holding me as a baby on her lap, holding my hand as I took my first steps. And I was agonized that this woman had cared for me when I was the most vulnerable in my life. And she had done so selflessly, and I hadn't even bothered to talk to her, woman to woman. It's not like we don't know that death is the ultimate truth of life. We all know we have to pass away one day. And I understand it as a natural event. It will happen to me too, eventually. But when someone you love goes away, it's very hard. I immersed myself in my work the next couple of months and then had a sort of breakdown at one point. I also realized I wasn't giving my family, my own daughter, and my grieving father any time. So I slowed down. I reached out to my mom's childhood friends and asked them how she was as a girl. They told me she was always selfless, just the way I remembered her. The pain came and went, but we carried on as a family. I encouraged my dad to get back into his routine of morning walks, gardening, etc. But the pain never left. And my mom's thoughts, her scent, her memories were as fresh today as they were 5 years ago. And surprisingly, I feel her support even to this day. And especially when something good happens, I think of her the first instance. Time helps, but the pain remains. We cope, we cry, and then we get back to our routine. The pain never goes away, but we get used to living with it. We start caring for those who are alive around us. It changes us slowly, and maybe we become a better person, I don't know, but we cope. And perhaps not as individuals, but as a family we cope. And it's okay to slow down and grieve, but it is important to get back up and get back into the routine too, especially for those around us who need caring, like our children and elderly family members, even us actually. And somewhere down the line, I now realize that I am more like my mother than anyone else. I've become like her. Thank you, Ma, for this life, for nurturing me, for letting me be. Someday I will meet you again. Thank you.